Hi, I'm Daphne from Daps Makeup, and I'm here to give you the quick tea on luxury makeup. And today I'm gonna do a review of all the makeup that I have bought in the last 6 months. And it's actually not just gonna be luxury. Yeah, I would say probably the majority of it is gonna be luxury items, but I'm just a lover of makeup. So you will see high-end, you will see indie, and you will see even drugstore all up in the mix. But I thought it would be fun just to kind of look back at these last 6 months and look at the things that I've bought and give you my opinion. A lot of the items that you'll see, I actually have featured in previous YouTube videos, but those dedicated videos, generally speaking, were first impressions, or maybe I used it a couple of times. But now I've had these products for some time, really gotten a chance to use them and sit with them and give a better informed opinion of them. And maybe some of my opinions have changed. Maybe my opinion is the exact same, but I figured you would appreciate that either way. And then there's a lot of items that I have not featured on this channel. So that was another way just to give you quick opinion on those as well. And for me, I found this to be also really helpful just to kind of get my own self inventory and looks at, you know, the spending that I did on makeup. And you know, the one thing that I noticed this year compared to all the previous years, I am normally primarily, my main item of makeup, favorite item of makeup is eyeshadow. And so in previous years, it would have been dominated by eyeshadow. But this year, I did not buy eyeshadow as much as I've done in the past. Maybe because I own so much now that, you know, it's gonna be hard to impress me with any color story because I have every color, you know, that I could possibly have, any color story. So, you know, it's gonna take a lot now, I think, to convince me to buy eyeshadow. But I did, and actually I'll probably leave the eyeshadow to the end. And what I'm also gonna do is, I'm not gonna go month to month, January, February month. What I'm just gonna do, actually, I figured I'm just gonna go brand to brand. And so I'll show you with each brand, what did I buy from that whole brand this year, and what are my thoughts? Am I still loving it? Am I not? And so forth. And also, before we get started, because you're probably wondering, what is on my face? So just to quickly, before anybody asks, if you want to know what is on my eyes, well, I got 2 eyeshadow palettes. My favorite eyeshadow brand, Pat McGrath. This is Moonlit Seduction. And then also Adet Cosmetics, the Minka palette. So this glittery goodness comes thanks to them. Try to grunge out the look a little bit with my Pat McGrath eyeliner, Fenty mascara. On the cheeks, Dior blush, Berry, and I have the Dior bronzer, highlighter, Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche cream highlighter, Dior lip maximizer on the lips. My base, I'm trying out a YSL foundation, All Hours Foundation D5W. I have another sample of a Chanel concealer. I think it's a Sublimage. So I'm trying some samples in terms of my base. But this is the look today. But let's get started. What did I buy in the last 6 months? So we're gonna now start getting into our indie section of my makeup purchases. And this is gonna be more eyeshadow heavy. Because when it comes to eyeshadows, indie, that's where it's at. So Blend Bunny, I absolutely love their matte formula. And so this is one, they're known for actually having some very bold color stories. If you love bold colors and rainbows, they're good to go. But they did come out with a very neutral palette called All Done Up. And so I had gotten this, and it's beautiful. And what I like about Blend Bunny, this is actually one of their smaller palettes. They do tend to have big palettes as well, usually. But they'll have always this gradient where they'll have the lighter shade on top, and then it goes down, and then to the shimmer. And so, you know, obviously you can go any which way you want, but you know, they kind of already help you kind of, you just go down each row and create a look. So this was a nice one. I think I still like Surge is such a great palette. Surge and Dollhouse. I think I still like those more. But I do have their newest one I just ordered. I think it's called like Sugar and Grunge. So I'm excited for that because that's a fun color story. So where this is, you know, very neutral and everything, the other color story is a lot of fun. As you can imagine, sugar and grunge. Yeah, you got like some pastel colors and then you have some grungy, like grays and blacks. It's gonna be, you know, it's all 90s inspired, so that's gonna be really fun. Okay, so the other brand, which I did post some videos with this, I did a look on here, Odin's Eye. I had gotten 2 palettes from the collection, the Jewels and Gem palette and the Stone and Rock palette. I love Odin's Eye formula, and it's just this color story, both these color stories are just so up my alley. Just, this is just, you know, so me. Yeah, it's the formula that I would expect from Odin's Eye. I have 0 complaints. I love Odin's Eye. What can I say? Back to a brand that a lot of you most likely have not heard of. This is a super new up and coming indie brand called Ladybug Glow. And the owner of this brand sells all her palettes on Etsy. So yeah, like I said, you probably never heard of them, but and I will also admit, half of these products I bought on my own, but the other half I did receive in PR. So you know, just to be all up front. So the first palette that she'd come out with was self-named Ladybug Glow. Actually, I think this might be, it's the first one, and I think it's actually my favorite. And I know it looks crazy. It's like all over the place. But I've actually created some beautiful looks. And you can obviously create some bold looks, but you can actually still create some, believe it or not, some more neutral leaning looks with it. Like, it won't look as crazy as this might seem, but I love the formula on this one. The mattes were great, and I love that, like, mattes that you wouldn't think could go, like, I could blend these two together and it would blend seamlessly and not look crazy. And then I don't know if you can appreciate the multi and duochromes on these shimmers, but this I think is, you know how it is, especially when you get a first one. It's hard to always top that, you know, and there's also some nostalgia probably in there. But no, I truly love this formula, and like every shade in here was just beautiful. So this is still my go-to favorite. Next, this was called Murky Waters. This is an indie color story because if you know me, I love blues and greens, and I love grungy and smokiness. So of course this was a color story that was really beautiful. So if you love these color tones, and this is just beautiful. You know, I should be swiped. You know, let me swipe, because I've never showed any of these on my channel. Let me swatch them. I don't want to spend too much time on all these, but I'll swatch a couple of these. So let's do from the original, just so you can appreciate the shimmers on these. And these are so smooth, and I don't know if you'll be able to appreciate the flips and color. And then the mattes, I'm gonna just pick 2 again, and here are the 2 mattes. And you know, swatches obviously can't tell you anything, but it's just, these are so beautiful. They blend. I love Ladybug. So this is my favorite palette. Let me show you the Murky Water. I don't know. I'm just picking 2 random shimmers and mattes from every palette. Okay. Look at that. How beautiful. So this is more mermaidy. All right. I'm just taking middle shades of every palette. I don't care. And here, let me try to see if I can pick up the green better. Green matte. Like I said, you know, swatching of mattes can only tell you so much, but beautiful color story if you like that, you know. So it's like kind of mermaidy, but like a grungy mermaid, because, you know, you have the deeper tones in there as well. So that's a cool color story. Then if you are a neutral lover, and these colors are, the previous colors I showed you were too bold and wild for you, this is called Everyday Sparkle. So this one is for the neutral lover. So let me do swatches of this one. Here are some of, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to appreciate all the flips that these do, I'll do all those shimmers on this one, but you have these beautiful pinky browns, so that it's, like I said, every day, but still beautiful sparkles. And then, you know, you have your traditional mattes that are just, you know, especially for my skin tone, you know, having browns always works for me. Look how pigmented that is. I'll say for me only this matte. This one, unlike these, this one is not a true matte like these three are. It's a very, you can even see, I mean, one, the color obviously on my skin tone is always, you know, it's always a tough color to pull off, but also the formula of this one, it's a softer matte. It's not as pigmented as these. So I do prefer the traditional matte formula, but it's beautiful. It's not ashy, but it's just, you know, it's a softer kind of matte. But yeah, if you want neutrals, you can create beautiful looks, you know, that are just easy, but still beautiful, everyday friendly. And I got one more palette, back to the purples, blues, greens colors. It's called Pond Lily. I'm gonna swatch that for you. This Pond Lily palette is a unique color story. So it's predominantly purples and greens, but it's the tones that are so cool and unique. And there's some blues in here too. So my favorite shade is this one called Lotus. This shimmer right here. So you see it looks kind of pinky in the pan, but it's like this blue and it's like wet-like on the eyes. It's just gorgeous. Oh my God, I love that shade. I'll do, let me do two more shimmer, do the other two shimmers so you can see those. So those are beautiful. Let me do some mattes for you. So here's a pink and purple and green. Like I said, don't, you know, swatches aren't gonna tell you everything, but they're pigmented. Like, it's just, I really love this one. I made some really fun looks, but then you do have these like neutral browns that can ground a look. So you can make your look a neutral with a pop of color, or you can go all out with the color. So this is a great shade. So I really love this one. And then, like I said, the first one, the original, I love that one. So it also depends on, you know, what color story you like. So if you want to go neutral, the sparkle every day, whichever one. And what's great is, you know, the price is great. It's an affordable brand that you get on Etsy. I have a code DAPS10, so you can get an additional 10% off. So, you know, the eyeshadow is great. They also have some lippy products. The lip gloss I use the most is this one, number 57, this brown shade. You know, as a brown girl, this is just such a beautiful shade. You know, I'll just put it on top of what I got. I don't care. Just so you can see. Mind you, I already have a lip gloss, a clear lip gloss on right now. So, but at least you can kind of get an idea a little bit. You know, obviously I should just do it totally by itself instead of top of another one. But anyway, love this gloss. Feels great, beautiful. They have lippies as well. You know, the packaging is not going to be on the luxury brand level, but they do have magnetic closures to these, and just some pretty tones. I picked the brown and the purple ones, of course, just because, you know, those are the tones that I like, but they have all kinds of other shades. But yeah, you know, the eyeshadow palettes obviously is really where it's at, and they have all kinds of shades. And just, yeah, I actually really like this brand. So if you're looking to get into a new indie brand, check that one out. And yeah, believe it or not, I did buy some drugstore brands. So I don't go buy drugstore often, but this year I did get a couple. So NYX. If you're gonna do drugstore, you know, I'm not a big drugstore person, but I'll tell you one drugstore brand that actually makes some really quality products is NYX. I actually really like NYX. So I bought some lip glosses, and I know you're looking at these colors and these look scary. I get it, I know, they are. So like there's this one called Spike Coffee. This is a beautiful, that you wear it on its own. On my skin tone is absolutely gorgeous. And I have several others that are traditional neutral tones, brown tones, praline, cinnamon roll. There's some beautiful tones that you can get, but I just wanted to get some new colors. Great formula, love this. I keep them in my office, and just whenever I just need to apply some lip gloss at the end of the day, it's just great. These two that I know are scaring you, they actually look beautiful on top of a lipstick. So yeah, by themselves, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily do that. I did post on Instagram what they look like on their own and on top of lipstick, so you can check them out. But on top of lipstick, so number one, this purple is beautiful. So if you have a purple, pinky, lavender tone lipstick, you apply this, it looks beautiful on it and it won't look crazy. It's actually beautiful. This blue one, I know, it's scary. It's sheer. When you put this on top of a brown lipstick, what this is great for is cooling down a lipstick. So if you want your lipstick to be more cool tone, you apply this on top and it will take that lipstick and make it more cool tone. It won't turn, like I said, if you put it on top of a brown lipstick, it won't turn your lipstick blue. So I know on its own, yeah, I know, it's blue. But sheared out on top of another lipstick, it is actually such a cool lip gloss. I know it's scary, trust me. Trust me, okay? And I bought a lip liner, which is my first time buying a lip liner from NYX. This was a beautiful one, prune, and great formula, creamy. Like I said, for an affordable brand, this is quality stuff. Here, I'll do swatches. Go on my Instagram. I have beautiful pictures and great swatches. I have all this eyeshadow on my arm, so just mine. That's why I'm like, let me see. Let me try to put it here. But this is a beautiful shade to just wear on its own. The purple. I'm going to do this, but I'm scared to scare you because they're beautiful on top of a lipstick. Trust me. So that's beautiful. This blue, that's going to look blue right now. Okay, I know it's blue, but on top of another lipstick, you can't appreciate this. But it shears out, and when you put it on top of a neutral lipstick, it actually makes it look cooler, but not blue. Trust me. Another Drugstore. Yeah. Remember this one? All over TikTok, the whole scandal with you-know-who using falsies. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to find out for myself. So I did buy the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. Yeah, it's all right. It ain't all that. I find this to be tricky to use, this wand. I found it tricky to use. So I have it, used it, but I would not repurchase. The hype, Okay, let's continue with the mascaras. Mascaras that I also bought this year. MAC Gigabyte Play. This is my go-to for my lower lash line. This mascara, it grips every lash. It is fantastic. 10/10 recommend. Repurchase, yes. Valentino mascara, it's okay. Fenty mascara, I'm loving this. This for me is basically like the Gigabyte, but for my top lashes. So I will use this on my top lashes. It's called Hella Thick. It really does thicken your lashes. So I love this. So this on the top lashes and MAC on the bottom lashes. That's the mascara combo. And then I won a giveaway from this company called Gen C. It came with the mascara. It was okay. It came with lip gloss. It was okay. It came with this eyebrow brush. This I will repurchase. Okay, this, you put this on your brows. Beautiful pigmentation. Your brows will stay laid. This from Gen C is worth a repurchase. All right, I think I went through everything. There might have been a couple of purchases I missed. One more thing from Victoria Beckham. I got this gloss, top down. Love that. Been using that one. But I think I got it. It's enough. If I missed it, I've been here for a good minute telling you all the stuff that I bought. Yeah, and that's just in 6 months. What do the next 6 months hold? We're gonna see, but you're gonna come along with me on my journey. Everything that I buy, especially on Instagram, everything gets posted. And then I try as best as I can to post here on YouTube, especially products that I know people are going to be really curious about and might be popular, or people really don't know if it's going to work, especially on my skin tone, that kind of thing. So I'll do my best, anything that I buy, to give you my, review and first impressions. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was fun. I thought this was a lot of fun. I just stuck to makeup. I didn't show you my skincare that I bought this year so far. Most of them were repurchases, but if you're interested in knowing what skincare products that I bought, just let me know in the comments and I'll do that. That'll be a shorter video, I promise. Makeup is, the bulk of what I spend on. I promise you I'll do a whole Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I know I breezed through that, but I'll do a dedicated video for that eventually. So hope you had fun. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're not already following me on Instagram, Daps_makeup, please do, because that's where I'm the most active. Thanks for sticking through, watching this with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.